guys, and welcome to another live stream. Today we're doing One Piece. Luffy. Do I even say that right? From One Piece. Pretty cool picture. Someone suggested it yesterday, so I had to work my ass off in order to get this done for today. But yeah, it's a cool picture, and let's start some scrolling. Okay. Hello, Boy the Cowboy. How are you doing today? Is the light looking okay, by the way? Let's do it like this. Let me scroll a little bit without music. Yeah. Cool. I'm happy with the stance, or whatever you call it, the way he's standing. I think it looks really cool. I think it's gonna be a sort of dynamic picture when we get done with it. Let me turn on some music. If you guys have any questions for me, then just fire away. Hello guys, Mariori and Sakib. Hello guys. Do we have any One Piece fans in the chat? Hello Ali. Hello Attilio. Guko. Thank you, guys.
Shadows where the circuits never sleep. I feel my spirit hollow in this dream of chrome and steel. Wires twist and tangle in a dance of sparks of light. My heart begins to strangle in the neon of the night. We are the last resistance against the digital time. In the void of resistance, our humanity will survive. The signal's getting stronger, every pulse a deadly beat, as the nights grow ever longer in this city of concrete. Wires twist and tangle in a dance of sparks of light. My heart begins to strangle in the neon of the night. We are the last resistance against the digital time. In the void of resistance, our humanity will survive.
Let's start on the face. That's right. I can try to read some comments, but it has to be in English. I am from Norway, though. By the way, it's starting to look really cool. You kind of start seeing who it is. I like it. Thank you so much to everyone in chat and everyone who's viewing. I really appreciate it. Okay, let me continue. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Amazing. Then again, I can't work on how to reply to some. I didn't see that first. Yeah. It's hard to respond sometimes to the comments. I'm trying my best. Okay, guys, let me turn on some music again. Hello, JD. Let me see. Okay. Hello, Maria. Sorry, I'm pronouncing your name so wrong. Okay, let me turn on music again. I'm just messing up right now. Let's do this one. for subscribing. Awesome. Algorithms climb, free the people's voice, let the future rhyme. Gatekeepers cut it, powers slip away. Digital revolution, taking down decay. Future in the hands of code all the way. Time for real talent, watch them fade to gray.
let's light the fuse. No more skirting around the edges. Dance among the smoky hedges. Don't threaten it anymore, just do it. We dare any of you.
Hello everyone in chat. Thank you. Thank you.
they can't outrun. I'll be the spark that lights the fuse. In a world that's got nothing to lose. I'm the storm they didn't see coming. The echo in their minds always humming. Breaking the chains they tried to bind. Rebellion's the truth they'll never find. Tangled in the web of their lies. I'm the ghost they fear in disguise. Shadows fall as I make my move. In the dark I've got nothing to prove. With a smile like a loaded gun. I'm the chaos they can't outrun. I'll be the spark that lights the fuse. In a world that's got nothing to lose. I'm the storm they didn't see coming. The echo in their minds always humming. Breaking the chains they tried to bind. Rebellion's the truth they'll never find. Underneath their painted skies, I see the cracks, I hear the lies. But in the silence I'll stand tall. Rebellion's the anthem
UK. Hello, Sherry. Yeah, that's America. Just Barry, hello. So this is how it looks so far. We got one leg left and one arm. So yeah, it's turning out cool, I think. Jesus, I've been working a lot these 3 days. I've been going really hard. Like, we started with a challenge, the pirate challenge. That was a lot. And then the other day, yesterday, we did the most detailed picture I've ever done on stream. And this one is fairly detailed as well. So I'm sorry for not being so energized today. I feel like I'm a little letting you guys down a little bit today. But yeah, I feel like I'm very tired and I need a day tomorrow to just relax. So, okay, let's continue, guys. Let's do this one. Wow, did we just hit 8K? Wow, awesome! Thank you guys, that's amazing. I mean, this channel, sorry, new comment, keeps growing. It's all because of you guys. It's so fun. Thank you so much. Check out the video. I just released the video on YouTube today. It's the first video I made in like 10 years. 10 years ago I was a YouTuber making Norwegian gaming videos. So yeah. Again, I'm sorry. I'm just so drained with energy today. But I really appreciate all the love. Thank you so much, guys. Okay. I have totally forgot which playlist to play. Let's do an old school one. I might get flagged for this, but why not? Let's celebrate with an old school playlist. Maybe you guys remember this one.
stage of life tonight. Dreams are calling, stick around. Hear the music, feel the sound. In this heartbeat we have found. Living life is so profound. It's a way of life we choose. Every win and every bruise. In this dance we never lose. Living wild, no time to snooze. Through the darkness, through the pain. Every challenge, every game. Like a storm, like pouring rain. Wash away what's not in vain. Carry on and hold on tight. In the day and in the night. Find your fire, find your light. Burn it bright with all your might. It's a way of life we choose. Every win and every bruise. In this dance we never lose. Living wild, no time to snooze.
One more cut.
Through the darkness, through the pain. Every challenge, every game. Like a storm, like pouring rain. Wash away what's not in vain. Carry on and hold on tight. In the day and in the night. Find your fire, find your light. Burn it bright with all your might. Yeah, it's a way of life we choose. Every win and every bruise. In this dance we never lose. Living wild, no time to snooze.
Oh, I almost did a big mistake. You see this? This is not cut. This one I mean. You see this? I gotta cut that one. I didn't see it. That's typical. Just me going too fast. Let's do that. Let's fix it. Oh, just gonna put the blade in. It's becoming a cool picture though. There we go. Just gonna be 100% sure this time. Yeah. Now we're good. Okay. So, let me explain. Now we're gonna remove this tape, and we're gonna sand it down a little bit, and then oil it, and then put it in a frame. So yeah. I will stream on, or I will most likely stream on Wednesday. This weekend is a little special because I'm going to sell some picture next Saturday. So I gotta get ready for that. So we're probably gonna do something a little bit different on Wednesday. The thing is that I got some friends coming over from another country, so I'm gonna show them around in Oslo. I don't live in Oslo, I live a little bit outside of Oslo. But yeah, they want to see Oslo, so we're gonna go and do that on Wednesday. So I hope I have energy to do pictures on Wednesday. So yeah. And I'm going to pack some pictures for next Saturday, and yeah, maybe you guys can be a part of that, helping me pick what picture we should try to sell. So yeah, that's what's going on. I got some cool pieces that I'm working on at the moment. I'm working on a new picture of I forget what it's called again. Full Metal Alchemy. It's one of my favorite anime series. So I'm working on a picture for that. And yeah, any suggestions for pictures? Feel free to leave it in the comment. This one was actually suggested yesterday by someone. So I was like, oh yeah, yes, I need to do that. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Carolus. Awesome. Full Metal Alchemy rocks. Yeah, I agree. I haven't seen all of them. I saw the original, obviously, and I think it's called Brotherhood. That one is also cool. If there's any more of that show, then you need to let me know, because I would love to watch more. If there are more. I know they made what do you say, like a movie with real people, but I haven't seen that one. I don't know if it's any good, but the anime series is really, really good. Highly recommend that. I have not seen Death Note. I hear that one is good as well, but kind of crazy. So maybe I need to check that out. Brotherhood, it's the manga accurate version. Yeah, I liked Brotherhood, it was cool. It's pretty insane story, actually. First time I watched it, it was like one of my first, like, what should we call it, like grown-up anime series, and the only thing I've seen before was like kind of Pokemon-ish. So I was like, what? This is so dark. And yeah, you think it's gonna be like a cartoon for children, and it's crazy. I also like Blue Exorcist. It's also cool. I actually have that the whole series. Sorry, I am Norwegian. I am excused, right? Alice in Borderland is crazy good. Alice in Borderland? I haven't heard about it. Is that animation as well? Plots in anime and nothing can change. And Avatar, obviously. The original Avatar series. Not the one on Netflix, but the animated one. That's really good. Blood bending. That's crazy. And yeah, probably should do I don't know, maybe if people want me to do more Star Wars. I kind of fell out of Star Wars a little bit. I like it, but I don't know. I think I've only done 1 or 2 pictures of Darth Vader. It would be kind of cool to do more Star Wars, but I don't know. I keep drifting back into these old series that to me still feel fresh, and I don't know if I should do other stuff. So you guys just gotta guide me and say, okay, enough with Avenger or whatever, and just tell me like, okay, I've seen so much of this stuff, please make this stuff, you need to do more of this. Put some pressure on me to do stuff that you guys want to, because yeah, I think it's good to do different stuff, and I kind of end up doing just superheroes when I'm left to my own in my own little bubble, Eventually. Hello, Rufus. It's actually a really good game called Rufus. Hello, Danny. Okay. Blasphemy, was that because of the... Yeah, I know you're a Star Wars fan. I'm sorry, I mean nothing wrong. I meant nothing bad about it. I do like it. Yeah. I just can't win. Okay, let me turn the camera around and let's continue.
to grip on the reins. Aim to stay shaken, outdated veins. Artificial mind is.
Okay guys, thank you so much to everyone who has been watching today and to who have subscribed and everything. We're at 8K. 8,000, that's insane. Thank you so much for that. I hope you guys had fun, and yeah, this is how my wall is looking now. I just made a video for the channel about this picture. Please go and check it out. I would really appreciate if you guys did that. It's the first real YouTube video I've made since I started in January again. So yeah. Christabel, okay, good. Thank you, Kumar. Looks awesome. Thank you, Ryan. I don't know how to speak French. It's a cool language, but I can't speak it. Thank you, Carol, for subscribing. Have you thought about getting more piercings? I used to be covered in them. Trust me, I had so much piercing at one point. So I just have one now. But I'm 40, man. It just looks dumb if I have my face all like I used to. Your face like AI. Adrian, you have a new record for likes. No way. Thank you all, not just for liking the stream, but also for being supportive and fun in chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, awesome. That's good to hear that you had fun on stream, Cowroy. Both of my moderators are in chat. That's awesome. Cowroy and Splashbee. It's very, very cool. You've been working like a team today. I guess that's why we have success. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. You guys are amazing. And yeah, so it might be a little bit boring on Wednesday, but I do have gotten some requests that I just haven't had time to do them. So they're a little bit boring, but for what we do on the channel. But I've gotten a request for this picture of Queen, Freddie Mercury's. So I know it doesn't really fit with what the channel is about, but I have to do it at some point because I promised, you know. And obviously I have this cool picture of Elvis, which actually, this is 100% stolen by another scroll saw on Instagram. I did send him a message and asked if it was okay that I did the picture, but he haven't responded to me, so I hope it's okay. Or I will, I don't know, pay him or something. But yeah, I just thought it was such a cool put together picture of Elvis. So yeah, but yeah, I'm thinking maybe doing those two. I'm a moderator on another feed if you need another. Very cool, very cool. Who knows? Who knows? If we keep going, maybe we need more than two. But at the moment, I absolutely am happy with Cowroy and Splashbee. So, but thank you. Okay, I can turn off that fan now. Okay, so I have another plan for this. So I want to show you guys. It's just a thought right now, but we've been talking about that we're kind of running out of room on this wall, right? So this is kind of what we have to work with. We do have a little bit room on the t-shirt thing. So what we could do, if we remove this, obviously, it's kind of just a placeholder. If you don't know the story behind this, it's the superhero that we made for the channel. So it's the Doom Scroller. And but what we could do is we could do two more pictures in this size, and we could do something like this, and then have another one here. That could be kind of cool. I don't know. It's just a thought. But yeah. Berserk. Greatest manga of all time, in my opinion. Okay, then I have to check out what that is. The Walking Dead. Or Cowboy Bebop would go hard. I've seen The Walking Dead. Or is it a character from a thing that I should know about? But I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to link that merch store and stuff in chat. I think that's kind of, I don't know. I think that feels a little wrong to me. So don't do that, Cowroy. It's just an optional way for people to support me if you don't want to do like, or if you do want to have like a t-shirt or something. So okay. No, the whole comic is great. Oh, okay, cool. I gotta check it out. I put it on the list, Cowroy, and remember to remind me of the list. But it's cool. It's cool. When you say Bebop, to me that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from my childhood. Bebop and Rocksteady. So I'm like, okay, I'm probably too old for this. 40, man. 40 years. Jesus. 40 years and does this. Yeah, I need to grow up. I know. The list is 1 to 99 will be Star Wars characters. Yeah, okay. I'll promise you, I'll do a Star Wars character soon. There's a cool one that you gave me the other day. I don't remember which one, but yeah, I'm thinking about that one. Oh, and by the way, I did buy some. You guys only see it with the black backgrounds, but I did buy. Give me a second. I did buy some red ones as well. So I'm thinking maybe we could experiment a little bit with black and red, kind of like we did with this one. If you can see it, I want to do more of that. The black and red really goes well together. So I'm thinking that could be really cool. Yeah, Darth Maul. Darth Maul could actually work really well for that. I'm 62. Okay, that's cool. I like that. It's fun that there's people in all sort of age gaps. Where are you guys from, by the way? I am from Norway, like I said. I'm always interested in knowing where people are from. I know we have a lot of people watching from like Asia, which I never expected when starting to do YouTube live streams. I thought it was going to be only like European countries, but we really have people from all over the place. So I think actually India is if I do like look at that YouTube status, the thing, it says that India is up there. Netherlands, obviously. Holland, I've been to Holland, and awesome. I want to go back to Holland for sure. America, Arizona. I mean, I also found you when I was in Asia. Yeah, you were in Japan, of all places. I was like amazed. That was insane. But yeah, like there's a lot of people from Malaysia and India and Pakistan. I'm just going off from what I see when I read that. Statistic in Norwegian. I don't know how to say it in English. Okay. Someone was asking me what kind of Norwegian music I recommend. I don't know, man. I don't think Norway is known that much for music. And I think Sweden would be a better country to recommend music from, probably. I know that's kind of sacrilege to say as a Norwegian, but well, Norwegian are good at like really heavy stuff, like Norwegian black metal is a thing, but that's extremely hard music. Yeah, I don't know really. Most of the music that I listen to is from, I guess, rock and roll from England and America, obviously, with Megadeth. I just saw them live, Tons of Rock. Love that. Yeah. So many cool heavy metal bands. It's insane. Hey, Nanny. Hello, Daniel. Me. Yeah, Vardr. Yeah, of course I could list all the obscure ones that people don't know about. Vardr, obviously, I love it, and yeah. Bye. Nice to see you, Just Berry. We're just rambling on and talking a little bit at the end before I'm gonna go now. So 2 hours. We've been streaming for 2 hours. That's awesome. Yeah, I have that today. I can't remember any Norwegian bands whatsoever. Like, I could list all the Norwegian black metal bands if you want, but it's like I can't come up with anything else at the moment, because I guess I've been listening to a lot of black metal lately. I don't know. Like, I don't know, Dum Dum Boys, cool band. I'm more for basic Metallica guy. Well, I liked all the Metallica stuff up to the Black Album. After that, I kind of fell off the wagon, you know. But Megadeth is my favorite band, and Dave Mustaine, the vocalist, used to be in Metallica, so there are history there. So yeah, but I do like the old stuff more than the new. Katatonia is actually one of my favorite bands from Sweden. Really good band. See you next time, Rob. Thank you for watching. Awesome to see you. And have a good time. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna go. Again, check out my my new video. I would love for you guys to do that. Like I said, I haven't uploaded a real YouTube video in 10 years, so I'm kind of excited. I did a lot of editing, and it's about that picture, why I made it, and my love for that kind of stuff. So check it out, guys. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, and all the kind of stuff that you do. So bye bye. See you Wednesday, 7 p.m. That's my glasses. Bye bye, guys.